Hello, everybody. I am back as promised. I have a question for you. Have you ever had to reinvent yourself? Completely change the way you were living, working, etc., etc. Well, that's where I am, and I'm sure many of you are there as well. At a point in your life where your career has changed, your lifestyle has changed, maybe your kids have moved away and you're suddenly in an empty house. There's so many ways that our lives can change over the years. In my case, I've had many, many changes over my lifetime, but the recent one, the reason that we are talking with each other is that in 23, after several decades of being a content writer, that industry changed drastically. Some of it was through AI, some of it was through different procedures that changed, contracts that changed, many reasons. But overall, the industry completely turned itself on its head, and a lot of people, a lot of writers felt it. In my case, I knew it was coming, but I think I was ignoring the fact that it was coming. And overnight, the bottom kind of fell out of my business that was helping me pay my bills, and I had just purchased a home. So when the bottom fell out, I was a little bit shell shocked. Well, the day that it happened, I was running errands in my truck, and I ended up in a fender bender, which was kind of unusual for me. I am a very, very careful driver. And when it happened, nobody was hurt. Thank goodness. It was just a fender bender. But when I drove away from taking care of that scene, I asked myself, what am I supposed to learn from this? Because it made me a little bit nervous about what was happening with me, because I'm kind of go with the flow. Everything's okay, it's going to be okay, and I was a little bit shaky, and I realized that when my business fell apart, that was the thing that I was really comfortable in, and I relied on. I felt like it was part of me because I had been a content writer for so long, and there it was gone. Kind of like a relationship, right? So I was asking myself, okay, what am I supposed to learn from this? And really, the underlying message was be present, stay in the now, understand what's happening around you, and pay attention and make movements forward that are safe, or not in a no risk sort of way, but that are conscious, you're making this movement forward in a good, healthy way. My next question to myself was, okay, what now? This is done. I understand that. This is completely done. So what's going to take its place? The only thing that I could come to was my art. I was an artist. I had been painting daily. And at that point, I hadn't really made any movements towards making it into a business. I was very happy painting. That was my bliss. It's still my bliss. I paint every single day. I knew that I needed to do something. So I leaned completely into building my art as a business. And I started using all the skills that I picked up as a content writer to build that business, to make movements forward in that industry, of which I knew nothing about. But I figured the bottom line, there were a lot of basics that were very similar to the writing industry. I started marketing myself, sending out emails, talking to people on the phone, having face-to-face meetings. And my year, 2025, I started in September of 2024, and my first year has been really, really productive, and I'm really, really happy about where I am. That said, I'm not at a place where I the finances are moving at the same pace as the rest of my business. And I knew that in 2026, I was giving myself a year, but in 2026, I really needed to take a look at where I was financially and find a way to continue to be extremely happy doing what I was going to do, not working for the man, not working for someone else, and working for myself, preferably at home. That's where you come in. YouTube came in. I started really researching different ways to become a part of the social media scene, and I had been on Instagram for my business. I still am. I hadn't really looked at it, quite honestly, about a money making opportunity, and until I started researching and watching other videos, taking a look at what other older adults over the age of 60, or having a career change of their own, or looking at retirement and trying to figure out what they want to do at that point. So I started really looking at all of those sites and watching what other people were doing. That brings me to this week, where I suddenly woke up and said, okay, it's time. And I really know nothing about the whole process other than the notes and the research that I have done, but I am obviously a newbie. And I'm starting this new path with an intention of building my skills and figuring out where I want to go next. I know I can do it. I know you can do it. If you're watching me, you might be the same age group as me, and you might be trying to figure out where you are at this point as well. And because I'm at the beginning of this new adventure, I can offer one word of advice: is keep going. Figure out what you want to do. And if you have to change paths, then change paths. But understand that you have so many skills that you have built up over the years, and all those skills can help you move in a different direction, to a new career, to a new city, to a new job, whatever it is, to retirement or out of retirement, if you're coming out of retirement to go back to work. I hope you stick with me on this journey. I'm giving it a year, just like I did last year. I'm continuing in the art industry because now it's rolling and I'm having so much fun. And I hope you can join me on that as well. My website is alwaysrosieart.com, and I'm on Instagram at alwaysrosiewolf. Please feel free to follow me there and keep following me here. If you can subscribe to my channel, that would be fabulous. It will help me move forward this year. But let's see where we go this year together. And if you have questions, or if you have ideas that you want to ask, what do I do? I don't know, and if I don't know, I can find somebody who knows, or who can help us all point ourselves in the right direction. We all have to stick together. Life goes on, but everything is temporary. Understand that. No matter what, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna make it. I hope to see you in the next video. You have an amazing day.